Until last year, I was very skeptical about having male friends around my partner because I've experienced a lot of people that I thought I could trust around my partner and they ended up trying to move to my partner, you know. And it's one of them where I was just like, okay, cool. The first time it happened, fair enough. That's just that one person. And then when it started happening on a regular basis, I was just like, yeah, I can't trust men around my partner because hi, my name is Jean-Marc, and welcome to Unique Purpose.
Do you find it easy to trust?
Nah, nah. Because, okay, this might sound stupid, innit? So, in the past, I used to be the type of person that would trust anyone because that's the heart that God gave me. Now, I get vulnerable around people so easily. And when I started growing up, experiencing a lot of different things in life, a lot of things made me question whether I was a bit too vulnerable towards people in the sense of why am I allowing people in my life so easily and I'm the one getting hurt every single time. So let's say, for example, and I think I spoke to you about this before, I, until last year, I was very skeptical about having male friends around my partner because I've experienced a lot of people that I thought I could trust around my partner and they ended up trying to move to my partner, you know. And it's one of them where I was just like, okay, cool. The first time it happened, fair enough. That's just that one person. And then when it started happening on a regular basis, I was just like, yeah, I can't trust men around my partner because, like, I know I'm a man myself.
Yeah.
I'm a man myself, and although I wouldn't try to move to one of my boy's friends, but other people, other men may not think the same, and especially the type of people that you hang around with. And it's another thing. It's that with the way I was raised as well. For example, I wasn't raised with by my biological mom, you know, and the way it happened was like I came to the UK when I was 6, came to Europe when I was 7. I mean, when I was 4 from Cameroon. So I lived in France for a little bit, and when I came to the UK, I was 6, just about finishing primary school. So the person who raised me was my dad's girlfriend at the time. She's the one who I call my mom now because she raised me. You know what I'm saying? But the way I was raised wasn't really the same the way that I would raise my kids because of the trauma that I went through. So from that, it kind of molded me to be the type of person that I can't trust everyone because the one person that I thought I could rely on didn't really give me that sense of security.
Yeah.
So, but then there are a few people that came into my life that I could trust 100%. But again, them people came and gone. And that's when I started focusing on my relationship with God. And I thought to myself that, wow, the person that made me is the one person that would never leave me. So I thought, all right, I'm going to give my life to Christ. But there's a lot of things that happened before giving my life to Christ and made me the person that I am today. But to answer your question, do I trust easily? No. But again, I'm the type of person that like to give people a chance. Not because, okay, cool, I won't say that I'm far from being insecure, but I'm very careful with who I call my friends. For example, I can say someone that I've known for 10 years. If we don't have this sort of connection, I'll say that, yo, that person is someone that I know. It's not a friend, you know, because especially my home as well, I've always been the type of person that I don't allow anyone, like, or everyone in my own house because I believe in the energy that people bring into your house can kind of mess everything up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get robbed. Like, bro, I can invite some guy that I met flipping, let's say, 5, 6, 7 months ago, not you, and might come to my house and just rob me. I don't trust people like that. Oh, yeah.
So, in terms of male friends and your relationship now, do you take time to find that if that person is good for you or not as a friend?
You know what, yeah? For me, I'm in a stage of my life where like I said, I don't want to drop the gun and start judging people just based on the first link up. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why also I find it very difficult to make to allow male friends around my circle. My partner is beautiful, you understand? But my previous partners as well were beautiful. But it's just, when you're secure in your relationship and you know that your partner wouldn't do anything to hurt you, for example. In my previous relationships, it was a bit different. I think that's the reason why I was like, I don't trust men around my partner, because they kind of entertain the men that were trying to move to them, my friends. You know what I'm saying? But with my current partner, my fiance, she doesn't even like male interaction, well, except me. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them where if my boys come round, she will come and say a hi and bye, and then she'll go and mind her own business. Whereas my previous partners, they will stick around, bust conversations with with my friends, even if I'm not in the room. You know what I'm saying? There's this one, my ex, yeah, that I was in a relationship with for 3 4 years on and off. She went all the way to DMing one of my boys. You know what I'm saying? So like he's my best friend in it, but he came to tell me directly, like straight away, that yo, like why is your girl messaging me about hair? I don't, yeah, that's just something else, man. Like so, it was just crazy, man. It was crazy. So, but right now, because I'm so secure in my relationship and I know that my partner wouldn't do anything to betray me, I'm open to give like the new men pause that I'm about to meet, like a chance to be around my girl in it. Oh yeah,
Okay. With these experiences, your partner and your so-called friends,
yeah.
did you ever look at your partner or your fiance sideways? Because it could be a problem that she's causing the issue.
I mean, she is causing the issue. She is causing the issue, bro. Have you seen how good looking she is? She is causing the issue. Like, like I always tell my boys, yeah. Like, for example, now when I post my partner on my stories on Instagram, right? I already know that my boys are gonna click on it and go and view my girl's profile in it because she's good looking. I don't feel a type of way about that. But it's when you decide to now act on it, messaging her, following her back, unless we have like a crazy connection, then okay, I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I've got my best friend, we've known each other for 10, 11 years now. He's similar to me in the sense of it doesn't matter how long we've been friends, we will never follow our girls, each other's girls on social media, or even interact with them when we're not in the room.
Okay.
Now, for example, you have a girl now, and we're in a room together. I would try and stay as quiet as possible and as far as possible, just to be respectful to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're my boy, and yeah, she's your girl, but I wouldn't cross that boundary of trying to interact with her whilst you're not in the room. You know what I'm saying? So that's why me and my friend, we've been friends for like 10, 11 years now. But I wouldn't say that my partner's she's the problem, because men are the problem. I feel like I'm betraying the men now, but men are the problems in it. Like, just be respectful in it. Know the boundaries. It's that simple. Like your boy has a beautiful girl. Yeah, like I got a few friends that will compliment my girl through me. And I'm just like, yeah, like she'll say that, oh, your girl looks nice. Yeah, thank you. I know she looks nice. Like that's why I made her my fiance. You know what I'm saying? But like I wouldn't say that she's a problem in it, unless beauty is a problem. But yeah, I wouldn't say she's a problem in it.
And in your own opinion, are you scarred? I won't say traumatized, but are you scarred with those experiences?
You know what? Yeah, I don't live in the past, in it. I don't really allow the past to dictate my future. You know what I'm saying? But it did mold me to be the person that I am today. And at first, I was, in the sense of when I first started speaking to my current partner, I was very guarded. And because of my experiences with my ex, who, well, cheated on me. I don't know who the hell would cheat on me. Look at me. But Yeah, so she cheated on me, and I mean that did kind of scar me, and I was very careful about how I would approach my current partner, not to show too much vulnerability, not to be, too emotional, because I always used to be the type of person that was emotional. I remember in college one time, there's this guy that approached me. He was like, "Yo, Jean-Marc, you're actually too emotional, man. You're like a girl." I was like, me? That's because I had too much love to give. I'm not saying I don't have too much love to give now, but I felt so comfortable, and I let myself be vulnerable around someone that I barely met. So when I first met my partner, I was, due to the previous experiences, I was being careful about how much emotions I showed and how much energy I was putting in. But now that I found a real one, I can be vulnerable as I want to be, and I don't really think about the past. But I remember one time I was speaking to my partner, and I was like, I just want to see what my ex is doing right now, just to show. I want her to see what I'm doing right now and how I'm doing, bro. I bought my house. Me and my partner, we both have a car each. We've got a good job, well, sort of, and we. Don't get me wrong, I am grateful to have a job in it, and we're getting married. So it's not like I want to throw shades or I want to rub it in her face that, yo, look at what you could have had with me. But yeah, it's sort of like that in it. But to answer your question, no, at first I was scarred, but then after I realized that this person is not the ex that I dealt with in the past, no, I started being vulnerable again and just, being myself.
Does this affect you in other areas in your life? The trust. Does this affect you in other areas in your life? Not just relationship or romance.
Yeah, it does. Say, for example, even at football, in my football team, I don't know whether this is just a character type of thing, but I don't really like to hang around too much after football, only because one, those people, like my teammates, are not really the type of people that they're nice people. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that I'm very careful with who I interact with, only because you don't really know exactly what this person thinks of you. I'm not trying to say that I care too much about what people think of me, but I'm very careful with, because as a Christian, I believe in exchanging souls, energies. So I can't really surround myself with people who's going to bring some sort of energy around me that would mess up the energy that I have. So when it comes to trust, I don't really. The way I see trust is, if, for example, I go out drunk and you see me do something stupid, are you going to stop me from doing that thing stupid? Are you just going to laugh and watch me carry on doing that stupid thing, potentially risking me doing something to myself? So when I see certain people, like for example, my friends that I have now, I can say that I trust them enough to be able to take me home. Pause. If um if I get to that state, or but trust, it's a very deep topic in it, because like I said, what I went through growing up, it kind of made me a bit more aware of certain things that a lot of people are not aware of. I mean, again, I'm not trying to compare myself to other people, but I am very aware of, certain people and certain characters. I'm able to see a lot of things, which helps me kind of distinguish who I want around me and who I don't. So
You observe a lot.
yeah, I'm a very observant person. Like for example, if I start a new job, people might think that I'm very quiet, or I'm very, like, I'm not a bubbly person. I'm a very crazy person. But I like to take a few months before I can actually open my mouth to speak to people, because I'm just very observant. I need to see whether how to approach the next person, if the person is going to accept my personality, or if I have to adjust myself based on the personality of the next person that I'm speaking to. So yeah, so I'm like, one thing that I've gained from my experience growing up is being very observant and very careful of who I'm interacting with. If that answers your question.